I haven't even.
It's
done
been a
anything
long
yet.
winter. It's felt like an even longer winter, but not in the space-time continuum, you know. But WTSS Season 7 is real, and it's here, and it's better than ever.
Wow.
The rookie shootout is about to go underway with 11 drivers, all new faces, some of which have never even driven on a road course in their entire racing careers, getting ready to go to action for 100 laps at Jukasa Speedway in Ontario, Canada. So we've got 11 new faces here in the rookie shootout. Elijah Innes, who scored the pole position with the fastest time in group qualifying with a 20.028, nearly into the sub 20-second lap time mark. Alongside will be Arnie Nugroho, an Indonesian driver who we don't know much about because we couldn't get a hold of the team's PR heading into the season. No media members were able to get a hold of them, so we've kind of gathered facts based off of context clues from interviews this weekend at the racetrack. Running a clearly outdated Toyota Camry on that car, whatever they could afford over there.
That's okay.
Jeff McLennan,
crazy,
the first ever rookie for Maverick Motorsports. Maverick has fielded many successful drivers in the WTSS, but have never fielded a rookie driver on their lineup. The 87 car, sponsored by Repco, great looking car, by the way. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one.
Has that car ever existed before this?
No. Trying to carry on Australia's rich history in the WTSS. Alongside him, Cale Tescar Jr., one of the few drivers in this rookie shootout who has prior oval experience. Driving for a team owned by his own father, Blue Sky Racing. With Harley Davidson sponsorship on the car, he'll also be running DeWalt and Moose Fraternity at some point this season.
Moose Fraternity? I didn't know they had those for Moose.
And,
bro, oh man,
when he runs that car, we'll have to take a look at what he does. Sebastian Van Dalen.
I can't do it.
A touring car driver. In fact, there's 3 of them in this field. Sebastian Van Dalen, Chanarong Wongzawat, and Jake Stevens. Rocket Atkinson Racing pulled out of touring cars and said, you know what? We're taking all of our drivers and all of our staff and all of our teams, and we're going to go stock car racing. And they've entered the first ever SEAT-run team in the WTSS.
Trailblazer of them.
Very impulsive.
With 3 drivers. With 3 drivers who have never even turned a lap on an oval before this weekend. Sebastian Van Dalen surprising all of us, really, because for a majority of that group qualifying session, the Rocket Atkinson cars were the bottom 3 in qualifying. But right at the end, Sebastian Van Dalen started to find a rhythm and put it up in P5 in the 81.
How do these ratings work? I forgot. Anyway,
Allison Figueroa taking over from Jake Stavanaugh in the 98 car for Reed Family Racing. Stavanaugh moving over to Roush Racing Enterprises, and so the 98 has a vacancy. The only Roush affiliate car in the field that isn't a full-blown Roush Racing Enterprises car.
All of my affiliates left.
Daniel Giroux for the newly formed partnership of Ditech Van Dalen between Ditech Motorsports and Van Dalen Autosport. Ditech will switch to an Audi team in partnership with Van Dalen.
That is big.
And Daniel Giroux will be the rookie driver in the second Ditech Van Dalen car. In the number 2. Sponsored by Rockwell Automation and Reese's later in the year. Roberto Crown Jr. wasn't even on the entry list for the season until a week before the rookie shootout. For Fingai Saitomi Motorsports. Last second. I mean, this guy wasn't even on the media day sheets of like who was driving this car.
Do you even know anything?
That's a name I haven't heard of in a long time.
Shops, and Auto Owners Insurance later in the year. Looking to put Fingai Saitomi on the map as a 2-car outfit. Alex Constantine, the first ever Lexus in WTSS for Turbo
That's
Sports.
Pretty big.
Sponsored by Mellow Yellow, and then of course I covered Wongzawat and Jake Stevens. I might have to do a race restart here. Yes, I will. Sebastian Van Dalen tried to escape.
What's that? What's that? What I thought it was? Expired smoke detectors going off.
All right. We round 3 and 4. The pace car pulls in, and for 100 laps at Jukasa Motor Speedway, Ontario, Canada, gets to watch these 11 rookies race around in the rookie shootout. We're green at Jukasa for the rookie shootout. WTSS Season 7 is officially underway. Elijah Innes leads into turn number 1. Nugroho tried to nose ahead of him on the entry to the corner. He's going to get the run off the corner, nosing ahead of the 1, down the back straightaway into turn 3. It looks like a better fire-off car from the 45, but Innes, with the superior inside lane through 3 and 4, nearly clears off the exit and leads lap number 1 ahead of Nugroho, who has superior braking and grip on the corner entries, as we have 3 wide in the back, as Alex Constantine looks to the bottom on Daniel Giroux and Allison Figueroa, as we head to turn 3, with Nugroho nearly clearing Innes on the braking into turn 3.
And it's going to try and push him up the track.
Yeah.
Innes runs him up, but that's the farthest alongside the 45 has been. Mid straightaway.
Holy
What a late
crap.
break from Arnie Nugroho. That's his sports car driving abilities on full focus there, as he finds a way to break into the corners better than the 1 car, but this time Innes gets the upper hand, starting to figure it out on the inside lane. That's Sebastian Van Dalen inside of Jeff McLennan for 3rd, and Alex Constantine from 9th on the grid, up into the top 5 already, trying to get past Cale Teskar Jr., as Nugroho led at the line ahead of Innes, down the front straightaway into turn 3. Can he clear before the corner? Yes, he can. Arnie Nugroho from Indonesia leads in the rookie shootout.
Innes doesn't want to let it go.
Oh, but he can't off the corner. He does not have the grip.
Look at Jeff McLennan around the outside. We had not seen the outside lane as a viable option all weekend long. And look at Alex Constantine proving that the outside lane is not just overpowered. He's making that inside lane work, and he's flying to the front in the 64. 9th to 4th in 5 laps for the 64, as McLennan clears Innes around the outside.
Innes cannot put the power down.
Innes is struggling for grip. That car must have had a really good qualifying setup on it. But it looks like in race trim, that car is struggling on the opening laps, but he had really good long run pace in group qualifying to get ready for this race.
It's probably a loose car. Really loose.
Too much junk on that thing.
Nugroho
Too much
in the lead, but Jeff McLennan, proving Maverick Motorsports' equipment has not taken a step backwards after moving from Ford to Subaru. He's pulled right up to the back of the 45.
On the back stretch. That is very out there.
Alex Constantine officially clears for 4th place now, as we look towards the back of the field, is brought up by Jake Stevens, Roberto Crown Jr., and Daniel Giroux, and a struggling Cale Teskar Jr., who's gone from 4th place qualifying almost to the 8th position now. Back out front, Jeff McLennan is absolutely sailing in that 87, and he's finding so much grip mid-corner compared to Nugroho. But here comes Alex Constantine for 3rd place now on Elijah Innes.
It's a really good showing from Lexus.
Down the inside on the back straightaway. Constantine, late brakes on the 1 of Elijah Innes. That car has got so much confidence and grip, it's unbelievable. And this rookie in the number 64 looks down the inside, is ahead for 3rd place at start finish, and will now try to clear on the exit and makes it look easy on pole sitter Elijah Innes.
I wonder if that's a super short run car, or if Alex just had a really big mistake qualifying.
Or it was group time qualifying. That means that they probably made some adjustments for the car after qualifying. Sebastian Van Dalen in the 81, the first ever Dutch driver in WTSS competition, now going for 4th. Innes' car struggling massively here in the opening laps. Figueroa trying to peek around the outside, but can't quite do it as Van Dalen keeps his nose in. Nugroho leads McLennan, but an absolutely fierce Alex Constantine looks to the bottom for 2nd place!
That car's insanely quick.
Fastest lap by over 1/10 of a second. He peeks down the inside with force on Jeff McLennan.
The DC native is really impatient here.
How is he finding that much grip that low in the corner? He's almost on the white line. He's running so low. There should not be grip down there to keep that car going through.
Well, nobody else is running there.
Cheated up, Lexus.
For a reason. For a reason, too.
And you can tell on the corner exits, he's losing a lot of ground on corner exits in terms of corner off speed, but he's making up for it in heaps through the middle of the corner. Alex Constantine from 9th place on the grid to 2nd in just 14 laps, and is chasing down race leader Arnie Nugroho, who would absolutely have to be afraid now looking in his mirror. Speaking of turning up the wick from qualifying, Chanarong Wongzawat, one of the other Rocket Atkinson cars, going for 6th on Allison Figueroa now, as Teskar has just continued to fall. Cale Teskar Jr., one of the drivers expected to do good on a track like this, struggling early on, even harder than Elijah Innes, as Constantine goes for the lead on Arnie Nugroho. Oh, but he overshoots turns 1 and 2 massively. And McLennan nearly gets into the back of the 64 on corner exit there.
Holy crap, Constantine had a huge run off, though.
Constantine, even in the middle line, the 64 car is absolutely flying compared to the other cars. McLennan took the line that Constantine had been running all those laps and couldn't make any ground on him.
Constantine, I think, is trying an outside, kind of trying to maybe save his tires.
Arcing the corner.
It almost looks like he's trying to diamond the corner.
He couldn't with the 87 there that time. Has McLennan's car started to turn towards this run now? I don't know. I don't think so. The 64 is so fast.
Yeah, look, no runoff from the 87.
I feel like it would be way too early for the car to start turning, but maybe with
Constantine is flying.
maybe with the way Constantine is
Look at that mid-corner grip!
throwing it into the
doesn't even
corner.
make any
That shit
sense.
gripping. That shit gripping.
Almost try to switch back.
What did they do to the chassis of that thing?
Very risky to change the setup immediately after qualifying, but
I heard
they knew
rumors.
exactly what to do.
I heard rumors on the forums they had a voodoo priest do a spell on the chassis or something.
Hey man,
Just
it
rumors.
looks like it's
Sebastian
working.
Van Dalen has taken 4th place from Elijah Innes. Wongzawat is still trying to take 6th away from Figueroa, but welcome Daniel Giroux, who had a slow start to this race, now starting to climb up the order. He just turned his fastest lap of the entire race last time by.
Yeah.
Definitely a late run car.
Well, middle run more like. Jake Stevens is struggling transitioning to these ovals. He has fallen off the back of the field. He was the slowest car in qualifying by almost 2/10.
One of his
Looks
teammates
like he's
didn't do
getting
much
back
better.
Back in a groove, finally. But he
Kale had a pretty
has
bad
lost.
start to the race, too.
Constantine fights back against
He
McLennan
just
once
has
more.
so much run off the corner, it's insane.
That 64 car can make any line work, like genuinely.
I
Look at
think
that.
he's. If
Oh
Constantine
my God!
wanted to, he could have made
He
the
ran
pass.
a lower line and got a better runoff than Nugroho. He's toying with Arnie right now.
Oh, McLennan. Just
at the
McLennan
runoff!
just cannot get that.
Yeah.
Figueroa held off Wongzawat for 6th place. That's crucial. Another driver starting to get a rhythm, like you pointed out, into a rhythm. Teskar just turned his fastest lap of the race, as did Roberto Crown Jr. They're chasing down the midfield.
Dan
now.
looks fast too. Dan looks very fast, as you mentioned.
You know, I
earlier.
thought Teskar was one of the Rocket cars. I didn't. I thought one of his teammates was not
That's
doing that
mean.
great. But no, it is just Jake Stevens.
Jake Stevens is running almost a half a second off the pace right now.
Definitely not his strong suit. Of
Everybody else is
driving
running.
style.
Oh man, McLennan just turned a 20.1. He's also lighting it up. Nugroho is just driving his race. He's doing the best he can, running his lines. He's blocking off the bottom crucially from Constantine.
Yeah.
Every single time Constantine has tried to run that bottom line that he passed everybody else with, Nugroho has covered it.
And Constantine's trying to save his tires, I think, being on the outside.
Even
while
saving his
Nugroho's
tires,
doing
though,
his-
he is still so fast compared to
Oh
these
yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah. It's just a way for Nugroho to keep him behind.
Nugroho has been
Well, he can, but
playing this really well.
Well, Alex has been strategizing, trying not to ruin his tires.
That
on
also
this
could be
early
a bit of an
run.
experience on ovals from Nugroho as well, because he is not.
Yeah,
he does not have a
Yeah,
great. He does not have a great long run on that car. McLennan! Unbelievable send around the outside of Alex Constantine. Is it gonna work? No, it won't. But that was a brave, bold choice. Constantine gets the runoff. turn 3 for the race lead on lap 28. What a
So much
mid-corner
grip.
run from Alex Constantine to the
finally-
lead.
The moment McLennan went to his outside, Constantine realized he needed to just start going now again.
Nugroho
So-
fights back, can't do anything with
Yeah.
it, and the man who has shown 0 drop back all race in pace takes the lead by
From
force
7th,
from
too.
Arnie Nugroho.
That was
Giroux.
pretty impressive.
Inside move on Wongzawat for 7th place. He's starting to find some pace here.
Even as the run goes on, that the inside still looks so good for
So,
the
how far back
Lexus.
is Stevens?
Jake Stevens is
my
in the
God.
middle of turns 1 and 2,
Oh.
a
Exiting
straightaway
turn 2 right
behind the
now.
next car.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Stevens.
Nugroho is keeping decent pace with Constantine here.
Trying to follow the lines, I think. I mean,
He's-
that's a good car under the 45. As you wouldn't really expect it, but I mean, the Camry, is, I mean, seems to be a good model for here, or just the team did a really good job in setting that car up. I wonder
He's
if the
charging
experience
The corners.
of
Now, while
I
we've
wonder the
settled down a bit and I have a
experience, too.
moment to check it out, we had some fierce 3-wide battles going on through the first 3 laps of this race at the back of the field, including Constantine making an absolutely aggressive
Dan,
3-wide
yeah.
to the bottom move on Dan and Figueroa.
immediately knew that car was a rocket ship at the green flag. It was like,
He was
And
gone,
that
man. He
was
gone.
that was a symptom of that's how Giroux's start resulted in such a position loss, is because he got absolutely swamped on that start. And now that he's starting to find a bit of a rhythm here, but he's being swarmed now by Teskar and Crown, who've both caught up as well. McLennan now lighting up the back of Nugroho, who has completely fallen off the back
Constantine's
of Constantine. Oh,
Whoa.
what a shove down the inside from Jeff McLennan!
Oh, bump and run.
Aggressive move!
and gets a
As there is an
spot.
engine
He gets
failure
him.
being reported for Daniel Giroux.
Not
Damn.
the fucking course.
The midsection of the engine couldn't last long enough.
Yellow's out.
That's one of those expensive parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the expensive.
Stevens couldn't even make it to the.
You know what?
to the
It's
caution.
you know what? It's my car. I'm gonna say it.
Another lap.
It's junk. It's junk.
Alex Constantine leads at the caution. Crucially, McLennan took second
Dan.
from Nugroho before the yellow.
Answer me this honestly, Dan. Did they put olive oil in your car before the race, or?
No. They cheaped out and tried to get that Pam vegetable
I mean, it's
spray.
the rookie. It's the rookie shootout, so. Yeah. You need to buy olive oil next.
If there was a race for this
Yeah.
to happen in, it would be this race.
Yeah.
Like, if you're experimenting something on the engine, this is the race you want to do it.
Yeah,
Tire
you'll see
changes
throughout
are-
the season that engine problems will not be the big issue for you, but probably for Tristan Wool.
I got the super R&D engine.
Tire changes are not an option here, unless you have a flat tire.
Oh, you're not able to change tires?
Any tire changes result in a 1-lap penalty for the rookie shootout. So you have
Huh.
to make up an entire lap if you have way fresher tires than everybody else.
Interesting.
Constantine,
This fucking barrels.
Are you talking about the back straightaway opening?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I'm like, that opening is literally just right there.
But don't worry about it.
Don't worry,
It's-
there's some barrels.
It's not
It's
as
fine.
bad, but it's pretty bad.
Alex Constantine turned on the jets there for a minute. He had already
gonna-
gapped by over a second by the time the yellow.
If nothing happened, he was gone.
And Giroux, who was just making inroads on the midfield to maybe try and make a charge at Innis, he overshot 1 and
Went
2
really wide right there. I think he was
and
gonna try to
grenaded it
shift
into
the
turn
fourth.
3.
Yeah. Do you think he might maybe money shifted?
No, you don't downshift here. You stay third gear around the whole lap.
Oh
That's
really?
a,
Oh wow.
a bit. That's a
Camshaft.
bit worrying for. That's a bit worrying for the Audis.
I don't.
First,
Especially if they're having to stay in
that's the
for the
first.
rookie shootout. They probably had to keep all the same setups. So
That's the
having to
first
stick in
ever-
third gear probably did not help.
DNF in the rookie shootout, by the way.
Of
Ever?
course.
Ever.
Of course.
Well, this is only the 3rd season we've ran the rookie shootout, so, but
But I don't think it's that disastrous. Like I said, you probably try some stuff here.
You're also stuck in 3rd gear because of the fixed setup. So.
well, also
Yeah.
you just don't gain anything by downshifting to 2nd here.
No, what I was saying is I thought he'd go to 4th or something, but it was just 3rd the whole time.
No, you
That
don't. You
Repco
don't.
car
You don't go
looks
fast
so
enough
good.
to 4th.
But like,
I love that car.
yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, if I had to guess, that was an experimental setup.
Yeah.
We're going to have
Or
lights out.
car.
The pace car's lights are out. It's going to be a 60-lap shootout to the end of the race. Alex Constantine, the leader. Now that we've had a bit of a moment to cool the tires down,
Get a cycle on him.
McLennan will definitely appreciate the field stack up
question
again.
being, is the 64 going to fire off just as good as the initial start? We'll find out in a
Or
moment.
did he use up all of his stuff?
We don't know what McLennan and Constantine's pace differentials were, but right as the caution came out, McLennan had taken 2nd from Nugroho. We'll see here. Constantine takes the restart and absolutely bolts away from the
Mid-corner,
87.
yeah. I mean, those mid-corner, too, so...
Nugroho
Whoa,
swings
45.
out the top, but
Way
overshoots
wide.
it on cold tires, I would have to imagine. Down the inside goes Sebastian Van Dalen. Back here, Roberto Crown Jr. on Cale Teskar Jr. Allison Figueroa trying to get Elijah Innes. Innes' car has had absolutely terrible launch. Just like at the initial start. Absolutely terrible launch off. McLennan has lost a 10th already on the opening restart lap.
I don't actually think they changed anything on the setup from qualifying to the race, and that might be the problem.
Sebastian Van Dalen down the inside for 3rd place now in the Rocket Atkinson car.
Everyone else probably threw something at it.
I mean, Constantine definitely did.
Yeah.
That car's gone. That is a fast car.
Constantine was almost 2/10 quicker than McLennan that time.
And McLennan's fast, too.
Figueroa's
He's pulling on the
flying
other
now.
guys.
Figueroa's taken 5th and is trying to battle for 3rd now.
Look at the differential. The 64 is already a 2nd ahead of everyone that's not the 87, and he's already almost a 2nd ahead of the 87.
Look at Van Dalen. Way up the racetrack goes Nugroho. He's struggling on this restart now to find any grip. That was an absolute short run setup on that 45 for sure.
Yeah.
Get
Which,
some
I mean, it's
screen
not a
time.
bad idea. This is basically a dash.
The way that he
And
was
the-
able to take the lead
and
around the
his-
outside earlier, he does it again. He holds off the 81 around the outside there, but
His
running
whole
his tires
idea.
Wow, yeah, it does.
His whole idea was to get the lead and defend for the rest of the race, and he didn't expect Alex Constantine to have the setup that he did.
Longzawat back down the inside for 5th on
I don't even
Allison
think
Figueroa.
that. I think also the issue is the yellow really hurt him.
Well, yeah, because he was already way ahead of the next car on
Yeah.
position-wise. Now track position-wise. McLennan is only about a 0.5 slower than Constantine per lap here. These two
He's
are the
catching
class of the
back up.
field. Look at Wongzawat trying to go for the double pass through 3 and 4, but can't quite.
I think what he really wanted to
Whoa,
go
again,
for was
another one.
Figueroa.
Wow,
But-
that one cannot hold mid-corner.
Got
Ennis is struggling.
overlap on his teammate. That's
McLennan
really gonna hurt
was
him.
quicker than Constantine that time by. Let's keep an eye on that. No, okay, it was a fluke. That was 2/10 quicker for Constantine
Wow.
that lap.
Nugroho. Oh my bad.
Ennis might drop
Figueroa
to 2nd to last.
still trying to hold on.
Constantine might be a force to be reckoned with on this.
But the same, the last car running is repeating itself. This run.
Yeah.
Already almost a second off the next car.
I mean, there's no tire cycle you can put a car through that bad to get it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody who somehow got worse, though, Elijah Innes' car is just falling off a cliff. The man who won pole.
Isn't that a new team?
Yeah, that's Aqua Sim Sport. Of the cars
Maybe-
in this field,
I mean, that car got pole, though, so it's just...
the only cars...
Constantine flying.
The only cars in this field that are driving for teams that have already previously existed in the WTSS are Jeff McLennan in the 87 for Maverick, Allison Figueroa for Reed Family Racing in the 98, Roberto Crown Jr. in the 46 for Fingai Saitomi. That's it. Everybody else is a new team.
And of all of them, the 98 is the only team that, and of all of them, I believe only the 98 and the 87 are the only two that have formerly raced?
No, the 87 is a new entry completely. The 46 and the 98 are entries that have raced before. The 46 won last season at Phillip Island, actually.
Who was driving?
Halleck.
Yeah.
Sebastian Van Dalen.
We're gonna talk about what happened.
For third place on Arnie Nugroho.
We can't acknowledge that on live television.
That 46 car went through 3 different drivers over the offseason. First, it was supposed to be Jack Halleck going to a full-time seat. That fell through. Then it was going to be Cody Goforth. That fell through. And now it is ultimately fallen on the Roberto Crown Jr. entry, who was a very late entry into this season, I might add. There was a couple other drivers in consideration for that seat, but ultimately it fell on Roberto Crown Jr.
Yeah.
Constantine is doing no worse than matching the 87 on any given lap.
I haven't heard of the name
of
Roberto Crown Jr. in forever.
The 81 of Sebastian Van Dalen is fast. He's trying to make moves on Nugroho, but Nugroho is making his car as wide as the speedway right now. Every time
last caution cycle, this is similar because the 81 got to the 45 almost, so...
Well, I do genuinely think that this was the plan for the 45 to begin with, but to hold the lead, not third place.
Wongzawat dive bombs Figueroa into turn 3. Can't find the grip on the corner exit, though. And as these tires continue to wear, that inside lane is going to get worse for the attacking cars.
And a stupid question. What country is Wazawat from?
Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
1.7 seconds now in favor of Alex Constantine.
I think that's our first Thai driver.
Yes. First Dutch, first Thai driver for... our first Connecticut-born driver as well, Roberto Crown Jr.
Interesting.
Apparently, Rocket Atkinson found him in Race Car Thailand's truck division.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you're really just gonna... That's a deep cut, yeah.
Nugroho seems to have found a second wind, actually just turned a 1/10 of a second quicker than Alex Constantine last time by. Maybe had been saving his stuff for a second push. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
The Thailand Truck Series, the true Truck Series.
True. Never forget the WTSS Truck Series.
If that thing ain't blowing diesel out in the air, it ain't a truck.
Four-way fight for third still. Nugroho's magical lap from a lap ago was a flash in the pan. He went a 1/2 second slower the next lap.
Closest thing we get to that is just having a bunch of diesel Cummins racing around an oval for like...
I want to... It almost looks like Nugroho is looking in the mirror more than he's looking in the windshield.
You want to talk about a car that didn't change anything from their qualifying setup? It's this one. It's this car.
Yeah.
And for how weird that country is, man, they got something going right now.
They got something going in racing right now.
Yeah, something going. Maybe that's Jakarta spirit.
Jake Stevens had actually held it pretty decently behind the test car and crown cars, but...
Is he running that...
I think they were fighting.
Is Nugroho running that car the entire year, or is it
yes.
they're going to be different liveries?
No, that'll be his car for 29 of the 30 races.
The team that's on an arc is the 69.
Yeah, the 69 of the Bendover Racing Squad team.
Yeah.
Constantine is 2.5 seconds clear with less than 40 to go now. That's all she wrote, man. It would take a miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, we might get lap traffic.
Is Constantine a car where his name rail is really, weird looking?
Using the Mr. Saturn font from Earthbound?
Mr. Saturn, man. This dude, man.
Which is based as fuck because Mr. Saturn is the most based character in all of video games.
One's a what? Still cannot get through.
No, it is 2 Rocket Atkinson cars versus 2 black and red cars. And they're
I was about to say, are you colorblind?
Both trying to find their way through here.
We have Stevie Wonder as our commentator
Rocket
tonight.
Atkinson, it is just bad to worse for Jake Stevens. He was almost, almost 1/2 second slower than the next fastest car last time by.
This might be our move as chicane.
I think
he's in contention.
I think that Crown and Test Car in front of him were fighting, and that's why he was keeping up. And now that they're not fighting anymore, he's losing them.
Whoa! Nice.
Who's last place again? Who's last place?
What a move!
Jake Stevens.
Just no
Yeah,
run
well, Jake
off
Stevens so
anymore.
far is in
Daniel Giroux
already.
will be credited with
Fuck.
last place.
He's already in contention this year for the Moving Chicane Award.
I mean, I think it's just he's
Well,
having
keep
a
an eye
really
on him
bad
when we
race
get to the
right
road
now.
courses because he is a touring car driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think he's having a really rough go right now.
Rough.
Which you would think the short tracks would be the tracks where maybe they'd be able to
Figure something out.
In a
Yeah,
real life
but-
comparison, Shane Van Gisbergen is useless on short tracks compared to mile and a half speedways.
I thought his best were like Martinsville. and
Martinsville
stuff.
is
His
a
best
Yeah,
ones.
Martinsville is pretty
an
good.
oddball though because that's 2 hairpins.
That's also it's flat.
Oh, here comes Figueroa down the inside on Sebastian Van Dalen for 4th place.
Yeah,
was
these
the farthest
sweeping corners,
alongside.
especially the backstretch, is not straight. It's very Chicagoland-esque.
Yeah. Oh!
Curves.
Wong's a one.
Oh,
What an
side by
aggressive
side.
move on the 98.
Trying to
could
catch
not.
the 98 on the inside. Ooh, the 98 actually has a lot of grip on the inside still.
Still trying to fight it. Shoves the 81 up the racetrack. That was using the bumper for sure on the 98 there with the 81. Figueroa still trying to nose through on Sebastian Van Dalen, but might have to defend from Chonaron
Whoa.
Longswat if she's not careful.
The big issue is that that car has speed. The 98 has speed, but you can't use all of it off the corner if you have someone to the outside. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but like, that's just what's happening right now.
Groho's racing line was almost on the wall in the backstretch.
Yeah.
He's
Keep in
getting
mind though,
oiled.
maybe with some of these performances, some of these drivers might be on the edge. If you know what I'm saying. There's
3.3
a
seconds between the top 2, and then it's another
That's
6.2 back to New Groho.
They are on the same straightaway as Jake Stevens.
They are.
That 87 would be. Can you imagine? That 87 would be bad fast if we were like this guy's really fast. But then Constantine also entered this
Took
race.
it another level up, yeah. They are
It's
almost
crazy.
10 seconds ahead of everybody other than the top 2. And they will be this coming lap because New Groho is a roadblock right now for these guys.
That's the big thing bottlenecking this entire field. Honestly, I'd say both him and Van Dalen.
I don't even think the 45
No,
is
Van
that
Dalen
slow.
is way quicker than the 45. I mean, I think
Because
Van Dalen is
if they were-
currently getting held up by the 45 just as much.
Yeah. The 98.
The 98
weirdly
is quicker
has,
than all of them.
Yeah, the
but-
98 has. I cannot believe how much grip that car has off the corner.
But you
of
can't.
turn
But
4.
the big thing hurting it is just that you can't. It's not affecting the 81 enough.
Jake Stevens can now see Alex Constantine in his mirror in the middle of the corner.
They're probably gonna catch. He's probably gonna catch him next lap with how slow that Stevens is.
It's about 4/10 a lap difference between Constantine and Stevens.
That's
half a
huge.
second, actually, that time by half a second. Look at Van Dalen down the inside on New Groho.
Whoa!
Wow!
Finally got him.
Finally
Maybe.
got him.
Hold on. Hold on.
He's
New
gonna
Groho
run.
has been
New
very
Groho's
strong
really
on
good
the
at late
outside
braking.
of the rear
Groho,
entry.
here it goes.
New
Side
Groho's
by
really good at late
side.
braking here.
On the exit, he gives the shoulder to
Wow.
the 45. Van
Hold on.
Dalen takes the third position
Oh
away.
man, roll tide.
Oh, and he might
And-
keep going now because he tried defending on the outside, but now Figueroa's one of the fastest cars still on the inside. That's still running the
not
inside.
enough of a run, though.
Point in that third pack, it's like right there.
Oh my god, that was crazy. That 98 has so much mid-corner speed.
There is last place on
Wow.
track, Jake Stevens, about to get lapped by Alex Constantine.
I don't even think the 18 is super slow. It's just compared to the rest of the field. It's just like maybe in a full grid, this car would not be
This car would be close to last place.
close, but yeah, probably.
The DC are.
Not if I have
The
anything
64
to say
actually
about
have
it.
Get creative with lines there as Wong Zawat's around the outside of Figueroa.
Whoa.
He's been trying to make this move work for the last like 20 laps around the outside of the 98, and I think he's gonna pull it off. He will. Oh, maybe not fully.
Still got a quarter panel.
Maybe off the corner here though. The
There it
08's
is.
been really fast
Wow.
off the corner. Using the
And Constantine clears Jake Stevens to put him a lap down.
It makes sense too because that 08 usually is stopping a big truck, so this is probably way easier for him now. Even with the stock
Touring
car, and
car
it's
driver.
not great.
BTCC spec touring cars.
No, Wangzawat, as far as I know, did Thailand trucks.
No,
That was
that's where I'm
completely
saying
made up
that's
by
where they
Mitchell.
found. No, I said
What?
that's where they found him. Not where
What-
they. Not that he didn't drive in BTCC.
Okay,
What about
secret
Mitchell?
I see.
What about Mitchell?
But so yeah, I mean, he's using the experience both ways. He's using the experience.
Oh, watch this. Wangzawat cuts to the inside of the 45 into turn 3. Nugroho struggling hard. He might fall all the way to the last car on the lead lap here. He is so
And he
slow
gets him.
right now.
Wow, the 45 might try. I mean, that's been his
Unbelievable
best thing.
attempt.
Gets
from
into the
Nugroho.
08.
Almost
a little bit
contact,
of
right,
contact.
left front to right rear.
Oh,
but
that's-
look
that was
at
contact.
That's it.
45.
He gets him.
That's it for the 45.
He's not going
I
to be
feel
holding.
like.
He
You know
cannot hold
something?
The 98 on the
Wangzawat and
inside.
Van Dalen are actually quicker than Jeff McLennan, but are still 0.2 of a second slower than Alex Constantine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nugroho now trying to keep back Figueroa, but just nothing. He can't get
Once
any.
Van Dalen got through, it was the floodgates truly opened for the Indonesian, and he's gonna find himself towards the rear of this group.
Innes, Crown, and Teskar are the only ones left, and they all might get lapped before the end of this.
I have no doubt in my mind that at least one of them is.
Don't
This
look
really
now.
puts into actually perspective
I
how
do got-
slow the 18 is.
Yeah.
Wangzawat,
Yeah.
Wangzawat is actually catching Van Dalen for third
Dropping like a
now.
rock.
Might they deploy some team order?
Definitely not.
I have
I wonder if the lap car will be a factor. if-
Team orders
if
in
they
a
catch-
in a no points race would be crazy.
that'd be
Yeah.
so
I know
silly.
that's why I'm fucking messing around.
They get a head start at least. They get a head start.
Get a head start before Canadian
And
Tire.
just
then
a-
that 45 is so
Is it
off
just
the
the rookie
pace.
shootout today?
Yeah.
The one car somehow even faster than that 45.
Whoa.
All three of these guys are quicker than Nugroho by quite some margin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely did not touch that car. They saw they got second in qualifying. Was like, this is good, and then
Stevens has now been lapped by Jeff McLennan as well.
it seems like he's trying to learn the lines from McLennan, but it's
The
just
64 is
nothing.
crazy to me because that
Yeah.
car has been fast in every single run, faster than everybody by a large
Yeah.
margin. It's
But at
just like a
18 though, that car.
It's just like a
is
different
slow.
class. It's just like a different class of car. It's insane.
That car
Yeah.
isn't even junk. It's just slow.
And the 87's so quick too, but it's so crazy to
It's
me
getting
that the
trounced.
64 is even
Yeah, it's not
like
a
Trounce?
sport.
4-second difference and then 12 after. Like that's insane.
Wangzawat has caught Van Dalen for third. It is not over between the two Rocket Atkinson teammates. The question being, are they going to catch and lap their own teammate?
Yes.
I think barely not.
No, Aiden, I'm gonna send you something on Instagram.
Has he picked up the pace?
No. Whoa!
Whoa,
Roberto
Arnie.
Crown Jr. way down the inside on Elijah Innes and on Arnie Nugroho and almost.
Oh, that's
pulled it
gonna
off.
hurt him. That's gonna kill his momentum. If he hadn't have run into Nugroho, he might have been able to run the one up the track.
The
But
45 broke so early right there, or breaks
It caught
so
him.
early right there. Just completely bottled up this pack of cards.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
he's
that's what he
pulling-
wants.
He's pulling the Fernando Alonso like book of defense. Like he's
Yeah.
doing literally physically everything he can to keep these guys back, including like tricking them into the braking zones.
it is. Well, the one car I feel like is the one he wants behind him.
Yeah,
The one-
without everywhere that car's been.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the lap car is going to be helping too. Or
the battle of the
leader.
juniors there, Teskar and Crown.
Do you think that the it might be off topic. Do you think the Lexus and the Toyotas share engine programs?
I
Probably.
don't know. I think that's more of a privateer entry on the 64's part.
Mm.
Gotta get
Asking.
the parts from somewhere.
Nugroho completely misses the corner in 1 and 2 there. And Constantine can probably just choose to vibe behind these guys.
He
But he
could,
won't.
but will he?
The two Rocket Atkinson teammates of Wangzawat and Van Dalen are on the same straightaway as their teammate right now, a lap ahead.
Stevens is really suffering on these ovals.
Yeah, he really
Or
about to
just
feel
on,
it.
maybe just today, but he's just wow.
Well, the first race of the season that counts for points is going to be just
Road
up the
course
road
at
at Canadian
Canadian
Tire. So,
This is gonna be a
oh,
good battle for
looking to the
Lonzo
last
outside.
podium.
Trying to continue
Yeah.
that outside momentum from the previous overtake, but
The 81 got a good run in it.
Nothing
five laps
doing.
left to make something happen for Chanarong Wongsuat, and he is so much faster than Sebastian Van Dalen. Holy moly. What a run off of 2. Might make a
He's
move
gonna
here.
set him up here.
Looks
Absolutely.
inside.
Might move him. Might scare him out.
Charges up to the rear bumper mid-corner, but can't make something happen. Van Dalen did not waver.
That 08's faster. Like, that was crazy.
Way faster.
He's just looking for a good opportunity. Might be down this backstretch.
Oh, that's
Doesn't get
beautiful.
the traction off this time. Test car's gonna lap down.
Trying to scare the 81 out. That's
A very unusual strategy, but one I wouldn't expect.
Constantine now trying to lap Roberto Crown
It's
Jr.
a bold strategy. I
Only
almost
2 to
think
go.
plays offer.
It's a weird strategy, but it's not outlandish
It's not a strategy
because
you'd normally go after your teammate with, but it works.
it's not a strategy I would normally see get deployed on a oval. But if there was a driver to do that, it would be a touring car driver.
Against
Whoa.
another
Oh.
touring car driver. Wow. Constantine is taking more risk than he needs to, in my opinion. White flag in the air for the 64 of Alex Constantine.
46,
Absolute
like, I wanna
and
run another
utter
lap.
domination. Started from 9th place. Didn't have any real pace in qualifying, but that's because they were saving it all for the race. He charged up to the front before we were even 30 laps in. Ran away on the restart. Alex Constantine dominates to win the rookie shootout.
Roberto's like, yeah, I get to run another lap.
Jeff McLennan comes home in 2nd place, an absolute zip code ahead of the rest of the field. Sebastian Van Dalen holds off teammate Chanarong Wongsuat for 3rd. Allison Figueroa, Nugroho forms an absolute blockade to keep 6th place. Elijah Innes and Roberto Crown Jr. the lead lap, with Cale Teskar Jr. and Jake Stevens, the finishers, 1 lap down, and last place out of the race, having not even completed 40 laps. Daniel Giroux in the 2. And that is the Season 7 Rookie Shootout. Keep an eye on some of these names, especially when we get back to another short track in race number 3. Alex Constantine, the winner, though. Absolute domination.